Well, hello team. Welcome back to Next Level JJ. Ooh, we're taking things to the next level today. Hey, it's good to have you here. Hopefully things are going well on your side. As the title will suggest, today we're going to do things pretty fly, and we're going to do it in Rocket League. My goodness, I don't get it. Like, I love Rocket League so much, and every time I play it, I am just having so much fun. But yet, between all the other games, I seem to be able to only get to it maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks. Now, then again, I have been on holiday, and so, you know, there's a bit of a gap in between. But hey, today, I think the main goal for us is, as the description will say, I want to take things on a little bit. I want to learn some things. Now, I've been playing Rocket League for a very long time, but never serious. Like, always with some friends, a little bit of fun, you know, after work or whatever, but never tried to actually take things to the next level. It's just naturally been happening. But there's a couple of things that I know of that I want to work on today. And so, yeah, in a few minutes, we'll get into that. But first and foremost, you know, if you want to learn more about me, about this channel, you know, if you want to see how you can join our ever-growing community, just head over to nextleveljj.com. You've got everything you need there, my socials. You know, if you want to support me, of course, there's Patreon. You know, there's this cool thing called Coffee or Ko-Fi that you can give a tip as well. You know, feel free to throw something at me. But most importantly, I think, is the Discord channel. The reason why is we're growing this community. We're putting people into subgroups. You know, if you like DCS or you like Assetto Corsa or you like, you know, Rocket League, you know, feel free to join in. We can put these groups together. We want to grow this. Then we can play together online. You know, some people want to be famous. Well, hey, you know, come and play with me in Rocket League. I can promise you I am not that good. And so if we do badly, I'm not going to care that much. Of course, if we really suck, you know, human be human. But as always, we've got the lovely Stream Beats by Harris here just playing today. Today we are listening to the Supreme album. Really good sort of proper bass drops. I thought it was something good to try, but if you watch any of my other streams, it keeps switching up. We're always trying a different album, you know, depending on the mood. What we want to do today is learn a couple of things. One, improve our settings. You know, except for maybe making the field of view wider and maybe turning off some features like rain and stuff, I've never really invested the time into looking into what good settings are. And so what I've done is I've just very rapidly, I haven't gone for a particular streamer or anything like that, just kind of went into YouTube and found the first video that pops up that's not too long. And so what we've got here is a video by Eternal, and it's the best Rocket League settings for 2026 updated. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch it along, and then I'll be configuring the settings as we go in actual Rocket League. So we'll jump forward and backwards a bit. This is not, by the way, a tutorial for you on how to do this, but I think for a lot of people playing Rocket League, they just get into it, and some of these settings can make a big difference. Now, some of these settings I won't adopt. You know, there is a particular controller setup that some of the pros run where you have your buttons in a different place. I will one day invest the time into changing to that, but I don't want to do it today. I don't want to pick too many things up in one go. I think that's a life lesson. If you've got 50,000 things that you need to do, just start with one. When that's done, go to two. If you've got 50,000 things to learn, don't try and do them all at the same time. You're not going to learn any of them, and in fact, you're going to suck. And so take them one by one. And so that's what our focus is. But of course, the next Rocket League or whatever, maybe we'll give it a go.
Camera shake off. This is non-negotiable. If you want to be better, camera shake off.
Mine's off.
Field of view 110.
Done.
Also non-negotiable. This is the default pro settings. 110 field of view. Distance also 270.
Done.
Height is where it can start to vary a little, but not that much. 100 is what most professional players have.
Great.
Some people may go down to 90, but 100 is where it usually lies at.
Sweet.
Personally, my angle is -4. I think the majority are -3. When I have it on -4, I score more flicks. It's easier for me to flick.
I've made a change already.
Consistently. -3 or -4 is what you want though. Stiffness, I don't know why it's on 0.3. Most pros use 0.35, including myself.
Done.
So basically, if I put it all the way to the top, I find this looks really ugly. Your camera glues to the car. I just find it really annoying and it feels really slow. If I turn it down, it's
interesting.
more loose.
Yeah.
It feels a lot faster.
I have found that sometimes it almost makes you feel nauseous
how
after for this.
Kind of disorientating.
Yeah, there we go.
0.35 is what 90% of pros have. 0.4 would be my other recommendation though. But 0.35.
That's what I
Swivel
got.
speed, mostly preference. This is how fast your camera moves around when you swivel your right stick. Some people say put it to the max, so you'll be really fast and you'll be the fastest one looking around for all the information. I find that when you do that, when you have it quite fast, it looks a bit blurry and I can't see as well. So I have it kind of in the middle, 4.7.
Oh,
it's still a decent speed.
Done.
But you can actually see pretty well. Transition speed, kind of preference again. You'll see if I put it all the way to the max, that would confuse me so much. It just teleports, which I am not a fan of. Mainly just whatever feels comfortable for you, but I recommend something around here. Demo transition time.
Done.
This must be all the way down, because when you get demoed, if you have it on 1, it takes a long time for you to be able to see whereabouts you're going to spawn. If you put it on 0, this gives you the most time to look
very
for the most
cool.
information.
Okay.
Invert swivel, off. Doesn't matter, off is the best. Sensitivity, if you're new to the game, say if you're plat below, I recommend both of these on 1.3. If you're a bit higher than that, then you can go up to this. Zen has it on 1.5. Most people, I think, have it on 1.5 nowadays in the higher ranks. I like to have it just a little bit higher. Controller dead zone. You want to put this as low as possible for you without getting stick drift. If you put
Hang on, I'll just pause it there. So what I've gone maybe for is middle ground here, because, you know, I am plat in some cases, but maybe going full sensitivity is going to upset me a little bit today. So let's go. I've gone 1.4.
0.05. You need to test this. If you put it on this and you see that your car starts to turn by itself without you moving the stick, then you need to turn it up.
Interesting. Okay, so controller dead zone mine is currently 0.2. He's running 0.05, so let's just do that for now.
Keep turning it up just by 1 until it does not do that. I have a quite new controller, so I can put it on 0.05.
Ooh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Mine's a really beat up old PS4 Pro controller, not the Pro Mantis.
0.05 though, even if you
I'll put it to 0.1.
It's kind of preference, but you should have it between, say, 0.6 and 0.8. I think the
Okay, I'm gonna go halfway, 0.7.
majority of pros actually have it somewhere around here though.
Oh wow.
0.8, 0.7. I like this. This is how much you have to move your stick to flip instead of jump. So if you have it really high, you need to point your stick really far to flip instead of double jump. Vibration. Oh my god, please turn vibration off.
Done.
It's like the camera shake thing. Nobody in the universe should have this on. That should be toggle video. Okay, this is how to get your FPS and higher and all that sorts of stuff. Resolution, always 1920, 1080. Display mode,
interesting.
Full screen.
I'll pause there for a second. So I'm running that wide resolution. And I like it because I just find everything's a bit crisper. Now, of course, frames per second is important. I've not got the most beefy, chunky machine, but I can run 144 FPS on my Samsung monitor. And so maybe that's something for us to look at. So I'll keep the resolution as is. But interesting them saying bringing it down in resolution.
Vertical sync, off.
Vertical sync is off. Everybody just hates VSync, man.
It feels a bit strange at first, but trust me, every single professional player will tell you off is the best because it literally cuts your delay in half.
Wow.
Anti-aliasing off, render quality, high quality, the custom, and then frames per second. For the longest time, everyone thought that you wanted to put this on the same frames as your monitor has.
Yeah.
I have a 240 Hz monitor, so I have it on 240. Some people think put it to 360.
Wow.
Even if you don't have a 360 Hz monitor, I find that it makes your gameplay a tiny bit more difficult because it's harder to control. It's kind of preference. High performance.
And just on that, I've got it on whatever's recommended, which I think he's picked there as well.
Performance, low intensity, and all of these are.
Interesting. So again, he's really pushing the graphics down. You can see by the FPS he's running this. Obviously got a decent chunky monkey PC. And so, okay, we will go for performance, and low intensity. I guess it's just you're more focused on the gameplay than how pretty it is, right?
Motion blur, it's just kind of preference. Ideally, you actually want to have this off to play better. So
yeah,
you
mine's
can
off.
see more clearly. I just have it on because it looks better in videos.
So I've been seeing people for years basically doing this flip, and I've never put in the effort to learn it myself. And every time, by the time I'm playing, I'm like, if I try to learn the flip now, all I'm going to do is cause trouble and we're going to lose more games. And so today we are learning the Rocket League speed flip, or start flip as somebody call it. So the next video, and again I believe the link is in the description, we're going to be watching Rocket League speed flip tutorial by Verge. Again, decent amount of subscribers, so I do believe that they've got the chops. But most important, the reason why I selected is because it's short. Some videos are 12 minutes or something like that. I think the basics are very simple, but let's just have a look and see how it works.
What is going on, guys? Today we're learning to speed flip. For those that don't know, a speed flip is the fastest way to go supersonic from a standstill. It's done by combining a forward diagonal flip cancel with boost so that you can flip to gain speed without ever needing to let go of boost like you would in a normal diagonal flip. This mechanic is most useful in kickoffs, but can and should be used in a lot of places in place of a front flip in your movement
Did
while
not
rotating
know.
around the field. To start, let's break it down so that we understand what makes the speed flip work. A speed flip is faster than any other method of movement because you gain the burst of speed from a front flip while also gaining the speed from the uninterrupted boosting. No other method of movement allows you to boost entirely through a front flip. There are moments you have to release boost, otherwise you'll slow yourself down, but not with a speed flip. With a speed flip, you get that sweet speed from boosting during the entire duration of the flip. The first step to a speed flip is learning the angle of the flip. The goal here is to gain as much forward momentum from your flip as possible, so we want a diagonal forward flip so that we gain the forward speed, but by doing a diagonal flip, we're able to cancel the car's rotation immediately so that you stay facing forward while boosting through the flip.
All right. And so immediately, it's funny, you watch the tutorial and then your brain's like, ah. And so what I need to do is basically, as I go in the opposite direction, then I jump while boosting. So let's try that. So you go, lol.
A few moments later.
Wow, okay, yeah, did you see that? That definitely does work. See, again, I feel like, is it maybe I'm holding jump too long? Okay, so this one, you would actually just go straight at it, I think. You see, so, interesting enough, I'm staying in the air for this.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Actually, you know what? Why don't we go back to that video and just watch it from the start? Now that we've messed around a little bit and the fingers make a little bit more sense. So
we want a diagonal forward flip so that we gain the forward speed, but by doing a diagonal flip, we're able to cancel the car's rotation immediately so that you stay facing forward while boosting through the flip. The correct...
that's what's happening. I'm not doing the cancel. I'm just pushing forward. And remember, it's kind of forward and backwards at the same time.
Flip without the cancel should look something like this.
So he's going forward, backwards. Okay.
3 days later.
To the side too much. To the side too much. To the walls out. To the side too much.
75 years later.
And the whole time he's holding boost. But you see also here, what you can see here is this is what he mentions earlier, where he's also using his rotation function to cancel it even more accurately. That's insane. I thought, oh, you just flip forward at an angle. There is so much nuance to this. Crazy.
Thousand years later.
Okay, I see, team. What I need to do is, before I want to learn this skill, we need to take things to the next level. Before I learn this skill, I'm going to have to change my controller setup entirely and get used to it. Very, very hard to do. Is L1 and power slide is L1. Okay, cool. Focus on the ball, still that. Review, don't need. So I think what they're doing is they're doing this. So you're gonna go, this is right and this is left. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And so what I'm going to naturally want to do is I want to power slide. So I'll push square, which is going to do nothing. It's going to roll me left. When I want to boost, which I've been using, that's probably the most push button in my entire life. Because you're holding boost so much in this game. It's in a different area. I see, immediately I went for circle for boost. A whole different way of operating, team. Oh, I'm gonna be so messed up by this. You see?
One eternity later.
If I can put it this way, what's happening is I'm literally just jamming the R1 button, and then my brain's like, okay, you know, to boost, push circle, and it's like I'm clawing this thing, and I'm sort of, that's where the problem is. So where usually I'd never think about the controller, it's all in the subconscious. Remember, the subconscious mind is the powerful part. In my subconscious, it knows where everything is. I can play it, you know, just asleep basically. But now, because one part that's so quintessential has changed, my brain is having to divert energy and focus into remembering every time I push the button, it goes push circle, and it's like, no, R1, push circle, no, R1, push circle, R1, push circle, R1. And then it's sort of like in that moment, it's just taking this slight attention away from everything else that the subconscious is trying to do. It's sort of, yeah, fascinating. Okay, so very simple, team. We are heading into casual, because doing this in ranked is going to be painful. So differing varying levels of components and just trying to solidify that at least boost for now. So 2v2 as per usual. Man, I can't even think about flying at this point. Well, I can, I just get confused. All right, here we go. Boost. Close game so far. Perfect setup. Good thing he got burnt. Oh, what a shot. Wow. That was meant. That was epic. Milk it, baby. Wow. Okay, we're back. Teammate C3 plays like Plat 1. Maybe focus on some typing classes instead of Rocket League now. Oh, go in, go in, go in, go in. That'll be sick. What? Wow. And tick, tick, tap. Boom. Nice. And we're in the lead. Oh, wow. What a touch. What a touch. What a touch. Yeah, that's sick. I would love to say I meant to do that, but... Uh-oh. Whoa! Red bars. Yeah, I had a bit of a dodgy flying there, but we got it in the end. Ah, good. Did you play Rocket League flying waves? Oh, oh. Ooh. Oh, that was close. Ooh. Set up. Set up for him. Alright, I used him or them against themselves. Look here. And so I want to get it square with the goal, and then I pushed him into it. What a shot. Alright, GG, that was fun. Oh my goodness, see, I've completely forgotten how to boost. The point where basically what's happened is I've completely remapped all of my controls because I want to eventually proceed to a higher level. Plat 3, nice, nice, same here, man, same here, but, well, at some points. But now I've completely remapped my controls, and I'm like, just, like, I cannot brain I has the dumb. Just, like, even just controlling myself in the air is completely gone now because it's now mapped to L1, the Pro config. Oh, that goes in. What? That was meant. That was sick. Look at this gentle angle touch. Just clip. They didn't know what to do. Just like the people on the desktop. GG. That was well played, I guess. Nice. All right, we're slowly getting to it. Again, I find that my air roll and my handbrake are still... My brain has got only enough space to learn the boost for today. Pretty cool car. I like the green. Casual it is. 2v2. Let's go. Everybody, welcome the Finway. Here we go. Heart rate's up again. I'll defend. Let's see what you got. Finwave. Oh, and off. Nice shot. In my head, I was like, don't flick it right. Don't do it. In my brain. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? That was sick. And I got stuck in triangle mode. Oh man, that was awesome. I am clipping that shit. Boom! We've won our first game, the Cullen Prospeller. My ping, yeah, sorry, you are joining in an Oceania server, so yeah, but that's okay. We won, man. What? That was awesome. Jeez, yeah, Platinum Tournament level 3. You can see it just in the way he's moving in the air. But you're playing well, man, even though there's a bit of a delay. Nice shot. Yeah, chick, Just Fire 6 has got the same horrendous ping. Something tells me they've joined the wrong server, or their internet sucks. Here we go. Go. You got it? Nice. Good shot, actually. Nice shot. Well, well, well. Jeez, what are we listening to now? All right, there we go. 2 for 2. Nice. You see, just having a great teammate immediately makes a difference. When you mess up, they're there. Come on, Camille. Nice shot. That's sick, man. Up and down. Hey, team, just kudos to these peeps, right? Right pass. Kudos to these peeps, because look, they're so far down, right? 5-1, and they're hanging in there. That's the spirit. Like, even if you're losing, you're learning. I know there's some people who care about their stats, and they don't want to have a, you know, whooping like this. You're so bad, teammate. Ta-da! Ta-ta-ta! Thanks. Ooh, Death Star! Oh, wow. GG, that was fun. Nice. All right. And again, everybody watching, Camille is playing with the worst ping known to man. And because of that, the skills that Camille is showing is when you literally the ball's delayed, you're like, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. You know, it's not him. It's definitely not him. It's nice. Good little touch. That could go in. If that goes in, that'll be crazy. Thanks. Yeah, that was a sick angle, man. And just seriously, shout out Camille. Like, seriously, you're just the right kind of person to play with. Good skill, you know, not grumpy. You know, if we crash, we crash. Yeah, 10 points to you, man. We should do this again sometime. Nice. That was a sick goal, man. Check him out. So, sets that up for himself. Of course, yes, the teammate Blinky and KFC. Yeah, that was cool. In the corner. Or just get it in. Or just get it in straight. Yep, we already had one quit. Oh yes, beautiful. I suspect we'll have another one quit. Yep. That's the end, my friends. That was fun. Yeah, baby. Really enjoyed your stream. Oh, thanks, June. Yeah, definitely head over to nextleveljj.com. You've got all my details there, including, most importantly, that Discord. Oh, shit. Great pass. Yes, Camille, you are the man, woman, whatever you call that. Boom, says to June. Yes, baby. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's go. Did I get it? Did I get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Yeah! What a pass, Camille. Like, we were, like, you know, just in sync there. Like Jedis, we just read each other's minds. That was awesome. Ooh, come on, Camille. You can clear that. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, what? That was a nice shot, though, for sure. Yes! Get in, boys! Woo! Heart race up. There we go. 120. That's gonna go up for sure. Yes. All right, here we go. 28 seconds. Can they hold? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, damn. I was so hoping for this to be that epic match. But you know what? That's okay. They deserved it. That was epic. Still had a lot of fun. All right. Unlucky. Yeah. GG's all round. That was fun. All right, team. Well. What can we say? It was a really cool stream. We learned a lot. We've completely revamped our controller setup. Definitely, I got a friend request there from the clapped for sure, man. We will be friends. But yeah, what can I say? So I wanted to learn the flip start. And immediately within a few seconds, or a few minutes, figured out that my controller setup needs to change. And so if my controller setup needs to change, before I can even learn how to do that, I have to be comfortable with it. And so yeah, we switched it up. We came to a different controller setup. And by the end, it was starting to happen. Of course, the boost is now locked in, but the handbrake and air control is still a bit of an issue. So I would say I was at 8 out of 10 there. There's definitely a level higher that can be done. But obviously, you know, how cool was clapped by Cal, you know, just the Camille, awesome there at the end. So don't be shy. Join the team, join our community. I look forward to seeing you on Discord. But hey, hope you have an awesome day. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.